You know, I used to think that the Dr. Umars of the world who didn't want black women to date outside their race and was like, there's an attack on the black family, hashtag black love, and all of that. I just used to think that they did not want black women to go where they were appreciated. I just used to think they just wanted struggle love for all black women. Until I'm starting to see that it may be a scheme that Ronald Reagan set up, is because Princess Tiana is the only princess whose prince is a different race than her. Nobody else's prince is a different race than them except hers. And the reason why this is funny to me is because it's a fairy tale. Not like you have to use real experiences. It's a story. It's a fairy tale. Why would you intentionally make him not black? Nobody else's prince is not the same race as them. You get what I'm saying? Like, am I tripping? Hold on. Then when they made Ariel black, they didn't change the race of her prince. Why? If you could change the race of the princess, they even made his mama black. I don't even think he had a mama in the cartoon. But why? Am I tripping? Like, do y'all see what I'm saying? Even the black Cinderella, they didn't make Cinderella black. They didn't make the fairy godmother black, but his ass got to be Asian. Why? Why he can't be black too? I don't understand. And don't tell me it was for Asian representation, because you know damn well that anytime the Asians are going to be represented, they're going to be represented in an Asian couple. They're not using this Asian boy getting with a black girl as their representation. Mulan, man, the same race as her. That's their representation. That's what they're going to use as their representation. It seems like there's this underlying program or like an intentional warping of black women's mind to believe that if they want the fairy tale, it can't be with a black man. Okay, there's plenty of black women that have been dogged out by black men. Just like there's plenty of women that's been dogged out by any man, any race of a man, right? But that didn't prevent you from creating fairy tales about those men. You get what I'm saying? Like, everybody talk about how horrible Arab men is, but that didn't prevent Jasmine's man from also being Arab. Am I making sense? Because I feel like it's a scheme. There seems to be an intentional stake in making black women believe that in order for them to get a certain type of lifestyle, they can't do that with a black man. What is that about? I feel like there's something to that. Mind you, the things that we complain about that black men do, they all do. The message is not to not deal with men. The message is to not deal with black men specifically, even though they all do the same thing. They're all the same way. Every race of women has been telling us how much they men suck all over the globe. Arab girls come on this app every day talking about how controlling and abusive Arab men are. And white women have been telling us how horrible first of all, nobody needs to tell us how horrible white men are. But I'm saying every race of women has the same experiences with their men. Everybody. There is no place where the women of that country are like, yeah, our men are great. Stay away from Caribbean men, stay away from Hispanic men, stay away from Arab men, stay away from African men, then we break it up. Stay away from Nigerian men, stay away from Ghanaian men. I got a story about a Cameroon. Like, it's everybody. It's all of them. Oh, well, maybe it's the European men. Maybe they got traditional values. Then the European women gonna come on this app and be like, y'all. Like, it's all of them. It's all of them. The story is the same. So why have we been like, oh, it's just black girls? It's just black girls. If you want to be loved properly, then just don't date a black man. Really? You sure? You sure, sister? That just seems so intentional because these are stories that you are writing. These relationships are not based off of reality in the first place. That's not what the fairy tale is about. The fairy tale is about the ideal situation. So why would the ideal situation for every other princess be to date within her race and to marry within her race except for black women? Because there is no way in the white supremacist hell that we're living in that Cinderella man finna be anything but white. Let's be clear. Baby, you think they finna feed fairy tale stories to their white girls about love and romance that has anything to do with anything but a white man? Girl, let's be serious. So why is it that the childhood conditioning for black girls has to be, I don't know. Let me shut up.